And focus on them.
Yes.
Makes change. Usually I'm all blurry. Right, okay. Hi. Welcome back. Winkley Model Railways. Right, we still haven't got the baseboard up and running yet. I've been toying with different layouts, toying with different size baseboards, obviously fit the thing on, but also toying with different places in the house to put it. So anyway, we'll get there pretty soon. I think we're going to stick with what we've got here. The layout may have changed slightly. It's going to happen. But in the meantime, we went away for Christmas, didn't we, Henry?
Yes.
And we went to Rinkley Court, which is our big shed up in Brittany, isn't it? Yeah. And I took some models to build up there, of course, because that's what you do at Christmas, isn't it? And it were houses. We were building the low relief there was a row of them, wasn't there? Low relief front houses. What do they call them? Terrace. That's right. That's the word. Terrace houses. So what I did there was I reprinted them so that I could take up from new some more houses to build, which I have done. I've stopped at a certain point because I'm looking now at putting lighting in the houses. Okay, so I think that if you intend to put lighting in the houses, it's easier to put it in when you're building the blooming things than it is to retrofit them. So we already have some buildings already made last year, etc., that do need to have some lights retrofitted. But I also downloaded and started making a crossing keeper's cottage, which is just on the desk in front of me. I'll show you. I'll pick it up. See it? There we go. It's not completed yet. It's near there. We're getting there. And that's another one from Scale Scenes. That's a nice build. And this one I have actually fitted some lighting into, which we'll show you in a tick. Okay, we'll show you the lighting I've put in that one in a minute. Right, if Harry can put the camera pointing down to the board there, make sure I don't get the rubbish mixed up with the other rubbish. Right. What I'll do is I'll show you what I bought in the way of lights. What I'll do is I'll put these white sheets down. Okay, it's the instructions for building the thingy. I'll put those down so you can see the lights that we bought. So we'll empty them out. That's the right. That's some that I bought. That's not a light, is it? That's clear track cleaning block. Right. Right. These are. Can you see those? Huh? You got those switches, on/off toggle switches. So that will give us the flexibility that we need for the lighting. We won't light them all up at once, all the houses. And I've bought these from a couple of different places. These ones here, they're all LEDs, okay? These are station lights, I believe, these ones. Okay, they come with resistors fitted, so I can run them off 12 volts. If I take the resistors off, they're 3 volts. I bought a couple of these which are stick on the side of houses, buildings. And then I bought some other ones as well. These came from China. These originally, I assume, came from China. These are a bit bigger. Yeah, done side bigger, aren't they, really? Don't know where I'm going to put those yet. But they were, had to wait a long time for the delivery, but they came. They were a bit cheaper. So we'll put those on the side of the houses. These here are street lights. Again, 3 volt, but they have a resistor fitted, which is this little doofer here. So I can run them off 12 volts. Okay. And these here are strip lights. So you've got strip LEDs. There you go. Okay. So you've got connectors here. That's the 2 bronze looking pieces. Connectors there. Connectors there. Connectors there. And you'll notice that between each set of connectors there's 3 LEDs. Okay, 3 lights. So you can actually cut these up, if you wish, halfway across the connectors. So you've got connectors for 3, and then you've got another 3 should you wish, another 3 should you wish, you know, carry on. Or you can light the whole thing up. You could just leave them like that and stick it up somewhere and light the whole thing. It's 12 volt, sticky back, so you can stick it onto something. So we'll see what we do with that. We also bought some of these, which are 12 volt LEDs. These already have wires soldered to them, actually. Make life a bit easier for me. I don't mind soldering, no problems, but if somebody else does it for me, that's it don't cost much. Go for it. Got some resistors here because we need those for some of the items that haven't got resistors on. In other words, those 3 volt LEDs which I might run on 12 or 9 volts, I need to put these on. So we bought some of those. These are doubles. These are like street lights as well. These come, the resistors are here. They've not been soldered on, but they're included. Okay, so they're 3 volt. But if I want to run them off 12, I've got to fit the resistors, solder the resistors into the circuit. These are yard lamps. These are yard lamps. And 12 volt LEDs. These are 11 centimeters high, and they'll go in the yards where the railway engines are. And there's another set of yard lamps there. Okay. So we got those. Oh, I've got some pillar boxes. There you go. And some coal. I wouldn't go very far on my fire, but because I'm having some. What are we having, Harry? What are we having? We're having a coal yard with some of the narrowboats going in. Yeah, coal lorries. Thought might as well get a bit of coal. Wasn't. It's simulated coal. Not stimulated, it's simulated coal. So we can fit that inside the narrowboat, which will be nice, wouldn't it? And all the rest of it. Right. If we just right, what we've got, what I've got anyway, to test these LEDs with, because you need to test them on, doesn't it? is a charger or transformer or whatever you like to call it. It's from 240 down, and this one is variable, so it goes anything from 3 volts up to 12 volts, so we can test or run, if we wish to use it, any LEDs that are suitable for connecting to a DC circuit between 3 and 12 volts. The other thing it does have is a reverse polarity switch, so you can put your plus where your minus is and your minus where your plus is. Okay, so we've got a couple of ends here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch that light off for a minute so we can see. Okay. Right. So if I plug this in, at the moment it's on 3 volts. Okay, that's off. That's 3 volts. So I'll plug that in to the mains. So we've got 3 volts here. Okay. Now I don't know which is the plus and the minus at the moment, so we'll give it a little test and see if anything happens. Okay. Bear in mind that these are 12 volt LEDs. Okay, that doesn't work, so we'll switch the circuit around. Right, so obviously these 12 volt LEDs need a little bit more punch than 3 volts. So next one is, I can't remember what this one is, is it 4.5 or something like that?
6, isn't it?
Is it 6? Okay, well we'll try that. Nope. That neither. Okay. So we're going up now. Next one's 6 volts. Okay, so we'll try 6 volts on these 12 volt LEDs, see what they go like. Oh! So there we go, 6 volts. So we can get them going on 6 volts, Harry. Alright, now these are warm whites. Bear in mind what that looks like. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you what, come round to the switch. Come round here, Harry. Get down to the plug socket. No, just leave that. Right? Right. Now switch that up to 12, up to 9 and then 12 volts. See what happens.
There's 7.5 in between.
Go on. Whoa! And the next one? What's that up to?
That's 9.
That's 9 volts.
Yeah.
Get it back down again. That's 6 volts, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not so much in your face, is it?
Goes to 12.
12 would be too bright, yeah. That's 12 volt, is it?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So we'll bear that in mind when we... I like that.
6,
That's,
isn't it?
yeah, 6. For me, anyway. If I can get my LEDs working on 6 volts and they're like that, that'll be quite good. So we'll also use that effect, hopefully, to the bulb, which I've put in the little crossing keeper's cottage. Again, I'm not too certain which is positive and which is negative on that. I should have looked, shouldn't I? Oh, there you go. Can you see that?
Yep.
That's on 9 volts, right?
That's on
We don't-
6, I think.
Oh, 6 volts. Yeah, well, that's nice. That's alright. It's not too much in your face.
Do you want to try to turn it up a bit?
No. It'd be too bright, I think. So we've got floor to go in and some few bits and pieces inside that building. We're not going to light the whole thing up like a Christmas tree. We'll just have 1 or 2
I think that window's
rooms.
quite nice having it on.
Yeah, well, 1 or 2 rooms of light, I think, okay? And the same will go for, if you can remember, the buildings that we have here, which was the shop, wasn't it? This is the low relief buildings that we're doing, yeah? Shop, house, flat, I suppose, really, and that's the upstairs of the house. Okay, so you've got a 2-storey house, you've got a shop and the flat above. So obviously what I'm going to do is I'm going to shove a light bulb, one of those little things which I've just put in that other building, in there. I'm going to get one of those and stick it in here somewhere, okay? Stick it through the floor, hide the cables in the corner. Probably take the cables out the back, I think, of the house, because we're not going to see it, are we? So we'll light that up, but not this. And perhaps maybe a bulb in here, I don't know yet. We'll see, we'll see. You don't want the whole thing to look like Piccadilly Circus, do you? So we'll go a bit frugal, although we've got a dozen odd, well, at the moment. We've got some to fit into other buildings, some retrofits. So we'll see how it goes. I think that's about all for now. Oh, what I did I haven't started yet, but what I did download, because I know I'm going to need one, is an island platform building. Haven't started that yet. That looks quite nice actually. I've got the platforms already built, and I think I can't remember how many platforms I've built, but I may need some on a curve, so we'll have a look. Obviously the platform buildings don't come on a curve, which is a bit of a problem, so we may need a flat bit at the end and a curvy bit without a building on it, so we'll see anyway. So we've yet to start that. Right, that's about it for LEDs. I'm using all LEDs. I'm not using light bulbs, what they call them, grain of wheat things, because they get a bit warm, they get a bit hot. They tend to blow as well. And once you've built a building with the light inside it, the last thing you want to do is strip it down. So probably best to go for LEDs. As I say, if you had got one of those chargers, one of those transformers, well, there's other pieces of kit as well that allow you to be able to vary the output, to dim them should you wish to dim them. I've bought all warm rather than ordinary white. Warm white LEDs. I think some of the other ones are amber. Some of the street lights I've bought have been amber, so it'll be interesting to see what they look like, and if I can run them on a lower voltage and get a better effect, all the better. Right, hopefully next time we'll have a little bit more done for you. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.